But I fell in love with this when I first saw it in Blade Show. Remember Blade Show? Remember when we used to be able to go out, fly on a plane, go to a hotel, drink at the pit, hang out with friends, eat out in public without wearing a mask? And we used to make fun of the Chinese people because they'd be wearing masks everywhere. Look at these fucking retards, right? And look at us now. Look at us now. Is this the way the world's going to be forever? Is there going to be a vaccine to cure this? Is this going to be like polio where we're all just going to get vaccinated? Babies are going to be vaccinated to prevent it? Is there going to be different strains of goddamn COVID that we have to overcome every time flu season comes? God, I hope not. I hope this isn't the way the world is going to end up. Forever. Forever. It's killing my city. No more Broadway shows. No more movie theaters. Limited capacity in restaurants. I mean, that's what New York City's about. No more tourism. Plus, we got this asshole de Blasio that's just really fucking up the city. And this shithead Cuomo that's really fucking up the state. So funny. So funny. I got accused of clickbait or whatever you call it. So, I think I'm going to title this one a rant about the haunting of Bly Manor. But because this is a knife channel, I'm going to talk about knives. And I've talked about my Chavez collection before, but I figure, well, I'm ranting about Bly Manor. So if you're not a fan of the channel, if you're not into knives, I am going to talk about Bly Manor. But don't bellyache saying it's clickbait or whatever you call it. Clickbait my ass. I just want to talk with my friends. Yeah. All right, what do you guys want to do? Talk about the knives first? You want to know which one's my favorite Chavez knife to date? But it's this one. I love this knife just because of how aggressive this blade shape is. I love it. Now, this is a production, so this is not a custom. Love how there's like minimal billboarding on it. As you know, that's my favorite thing. The design. Now, I mean, to each their own, but I am personally drawn to this blade shape. I almost want to send back my knives to Ramon to regrind it. I don't think he can. I think there's not enough left on the material here to do that. I thought I was going to talk about Bly Manor. All right, I'm not going to vent anymore about the government and how stupid they are here in New York. But look how sexy this knife is. That is one gorgeous knife. That is awesome. Awesome. Isn't it amazing how Ramon has stood the test of time? All right? I mean, from their humble beginnings, these makers, these entrepreneurs, the second person that pops right in my head right now is Keybar, Mike Taylor. Ramon Chavez, Mike Taylor. I met those two gents for the very first time at Blade Show, I think 2013. And both of them were just doing their regular gigs. They were not Chavez knives. They were not Keybar. And now these are household names in the knife community. They constantly reinvent themselves. Right? I mean, amazing, amazing people. Amazing people. Stood the test of time. Now this is a custom. This is my only Ramon Chavez knife with his new signature logo, and I love that. The only about. All right, so let's talk about Bly Manor. You guys are a fan of The Haunting of Hill House, because I was. I love that show, Haunting of Hill House. Now, I love scary movies, And I can pretty much take most scary movies, scary TV shows, except for The Exorcist. I think to this day, I can't watch The Exorcist. Anything with like possession and devil shit, that scares the crap out of me. I kind of believe in that shit. But I'll watch like Freddy Krueger. I'll watch like Michael Myers. I'll watch Halloween. Any slasher flick. The Hills Have Eyes. Any alien shit. I'll watch that shit. No issues. But anything with the devil and possession scares the crap out of me. The Ring scared the crap out of me. That fucker crawled out of that TV. To this day, I don't have a large screen TV that a monster can crawl out of, because I hated that movie. I mean, I love that movie, but it scared the crap out of me. But anyway, Haunting of Hill House was an amazing series. When was it? 2018, I think, 2017 when it came out. I love that movie. That show, I should say, scared the crap out of me from the first episode. I mean, just really well done, well directed. So I was kind of looking forward to The Haunting of Bly Manor. I was hoping Bly Manor would make me shit myself because it's so scary. I was anticipating how scary it was going to be, but I was kind of disappointed. I kind of like it that they brought back the same actors to the series. Different characters they're playing, but they brought back Victoria Pedretti, who played Nell in Hill House. Now she's playing Danny in Bly Manor. Big fan of Victoria Pedretti. Awesome, amazing actress. Her first gig was actually The Haunting of Hill House. This other dude, Oliver Jackson Cohen, I actually didn't recognize him because in this show he played Peter Quint. And in Hill House, he played Luke Crane. He was kind of like the loser brother. I think he was the twin brother of Victoria Pedretti's character, Nell. I believe, if memory serves, they were twins. But he played like such a loser drug addict who couldn't deal because he was, he grew up in Hill House. And I actually didn't even recognize him, except maybe the female fans of the show probably love this guy because the guy is exceptionally good looking, and I didn't even recognize who he was. I don't remember him from Hill House. I had to Google to see if he was actually in Hill House, and he was. They also brought back Henry Thomas from E.T. fame. He was the father in Hill House, and in this one, he's like the uncle in Bly Manor. They also brought back Katie Siegel, who played Theo, if you're a fan of Hill House. She's here. She's Viola. Spoiler alert, she's the lady in the lake with no face. And of course, they brought back the gorgeous, sexy, beautiful Carla Gugino. Is that how you say her name? Carla Gugino. I love her. By the way, if you guys don't know, this is a prototype from Rant that Ramon was kind enough to let me have, if you notice. And I think I talked about this in my other vid before. You see, here's the actual one that they sell. Notice the inlay and the overlay. Thumb stud. No thumb stud. Logo. No logo. Lot of changes they made to this thing. A little bit different in the design of the flipper tab. Sorry if I'm repeating myself from my last video. So original tab, it was smaller, and then they changed the design so it's more easy to press down on and flip open, where this one kind of like stabbed you in the finger. And unless the Bandit can do it, these thumb studs really serve no purpose, because you can't open it with a, with a thumb stud. It's just placed wrong. So that was just a mistake by Rant. Also, notice the different size of the pocket clip. I kind of like the smaller pocket clip, but they went bigger on the production version. Kind of dig it. But yeah, Bly Manor is basically a love story. If finally starts explaining itself. The reveal is like in the 5th episode. But basically, 1 to 5, it's like a love story. It's a beautiful love story. The whole show is about a love story. It's a beautiful love story about people that become ghosts, and they want to rekindle their love because one of the characters, actually, here's a spoiler, Peter Quint, becomes a ghost first, and his love interest, this female, he basically tricks her into killing her, so she becomes a ghost. It's a love story. It wasn't scary at all, I don't think. I mean, a couple of scenes where you see the lady in the lake with no face dragging her victim to the lake, but it wasn't nothing like Hill House. I apologize. This is not like a full review. This is not a review by no means. I'm just ranting while I'm showing you my knives. Look at this. Number 3. Number 3, Redemption. There she is. Yeah, this is appropriate for Halloween, huh? Got Death with his scythe. I think there's tombstones. Oh, yeah, look at that. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't disappointed about Bly Manor. It just didn't have... It wasn't scary at all. You know, I wanted to be scared. I wanted to hide under the covers. It wasn't scary at all. It was actually quite a lovely story. Lovely, lovely story. So check it out if you guys want to check it out. But be prepared. It's not scary at all. Any recommendations? Do you guys have any recommendations on like good... I love horror movies. And it's Halloween. You know what's a horror flick? New York City. I live in a horror flick. Just a little rant. And my collection again of my Chavez knives. I'm going to have to edit this for Instagram now. Crud. Alright guys. Peace. Love you. Bye.